evergreen traders. This is JC De Guzman. Today is October 14 and I am here to prepare you for October 15th, Tuesday. This video is for short-term trading purposes only. Let me begin with the first stock in our list, which is MPI. MPI closed today at 5.06. The immediate support that I'm seeing is near 4.5. Resistance is near 5.3. It's a tall red volume bar and the 10 MACD is already still bullish. Risk level is low and the positive DMI already crossed above the negative DMI. That's another point for the bulls, but it's not yet a confirmed strong upward momentum. Not until ADX reaches 25 points or higher. Now, the momentum power indicator is unfortunately remains bearish. For one, the last price is still lower than the VWAP and the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. The true market sentiment is neutral. So if you're going to ask me if there's a confirmed strong buy signal for MPI, well, as far as our evergreen strategy is concerned, there's no strong buy signal yet. It's not yet complete. The only bullish indicator here is the 10 MACD, but not the momentum power indicator. For one, it's a red candlestick because it closed lower than the opening price, and that's what made it a red candlestick. All right. So now, if you have a position in MPI and if your trailing stop has not been hit yet, I suggest that you hold your position but don't top up yet. Now, if you're planning to enter a new position, it's all the more that you should not hurry because number one, it's already closer to the immediate resistance than the immediate support, and number two, your momentum power indicator is bearish. So don't pursue that plan to enter a new position yet. Add it into your watch list if you would like to trade the MPI for short-term trading purposes, but don't buy it yet. Okay? So always ask for our latest analysis, for our latest charts for MPI in our private clients forum if you are really interested in trading MPI, so that we can guide you and give you our insights on whether we already see the confirmed buy signals or not. I am bearish on MPI at least for now. Next is AGI. It closed today at 11.06. Support is near 10.3. Resistance is somewhere near 12.75. The 10 MACD is bullish. And foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 23 million pesos. Risk level is already moderate. Okay, the positive DMI is still moving below the negative DMI, so it's still buried down. It's still buried in the downtrend channel, as you can see here. Okay, the momentum power indicator is well, it's still not yet completely bullish because the last price is still lower than the VWAP by a few fraction only, even though the dominant range is already closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. The true market sentiment is neutral. So here's the thing. If you, let's say, violated our evergreen strategy and managed to enter a new position, even despite the absence of a complete strong buy signal, let's say your trailing stop has not been hit yet, then hold your position. Then don't add more shares. Don't top up yet. Please don't. Now, if you are planning to enter a new position, don't hurry. It's still closer to the immediate support and the immediate resistance. All you have to do is wait for the bullishness of the momentum power indicator. Ask for our assistance in our private clients forum. Read the quick start guide if you don't know how to post in the forum. It's super easy. And if the quick start guide is not yet clear to you on what you should do, send us an email. We will be more than happy to give you another version of the explanation on how to post in the forum. Okay, next is KPPI. It closed today at 12.10. Support is near 8.70. Resistance is near 13.15 as a precursor to 18.30. So the 10 MACD is bullish. Foreign fund is registered. It's an insignificant amount. I'm not going to mention the number. So here, risk level wise, let's see. Risk level is already extremely high. So newbie traders, take note, it's an extremely high risk stock. Stick with low to moderate risks stocks for now, please. The momentum power indicator is, let's double check the dominant range. Okay, it's a bullish momentum power indicator. However, the true market sentiment is bearish. It seems that there's a weakening appetite to buy the price closer to 13.14. But let's see on Tuesday. You know what, sentiments change when the price and volume distribution changes also. Okay, but for now, for the experienced traders, take note the 10 MACD and momentum power indicator are both bullish. Newbie traders, FYI, it's an extremely high risk stock. For the experienced ones, if you have a position on KPPI and let's say your trailing stop has not been hit yet, then I suggest that it's up to you if you'd like to add more shares, but you do it within the dominant range. Now, if you don't have a position on it yet, take note that even though you are an experienced trader, if you classify yourself as one, take note that the last price is already closer to the immediate resistance than the immediate support. You can use our reward to risk calculator, which you will find on our website at resources, tools, and then reward to risk calculator. For you to know if you are satisfied, if your satisfaction level has been already met with this kind of position, with this position of the last price relative to the position of its immediate support and resistance. If you are unhappy with your reward to risk ratio at this point, you are better off waiting for a pullback near 8.7 or for a breakout above 13.15. 13.15 rather, not 50. After KPPI, let's talk about Now Corporation. It closed today at 3.13. Support is near 2.65. Resistance is near 3.6. And the 10 MACD is bullish. The risk level is moderate. And the positive DMI is hovering the negative DMI in ADX above 25 points, which says that, hey, it looks like this is already a somewhat like a confirmed strong upward momentum. Now, let's take a look at this momentum power indicator. The last price is higher than the VWAP and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. Is it a green candlestick? How about volume? Is it higher than the 50% of the stocks? Yes, it is. So it's a bullish momentum power indicator as well. The true market sentiment is bullish. That's another bonus point. If we are to expect, or if we are hoping to have sustainable ascent in price for this particular stock. So yes, it is. Your 10 MACD and momentum power indicator are both bullish for Now Corporation. If you have a position in Now and your trailing stop is still intact and you would like to add more shares, yes, you may go ahead and do that. Position within the dominant range, however, not at any random price. And if you are planning to enter a new position, your technical buy indicators are already present. All you have to do now is calculate your reward to risk ratio. If you are happy with your triple R, position within the dominant range as well. And don't forget to set your trailing stop as soon as your trade gets executed, as soon as it's processed. Okay? There is a trailing stop calculator on our website as well. Again, go to our website, resources, tools, and then trailing stop calculator. We also have the support and resistance calculator up to 3 levels. And then we also have the trading fees calculator. Know how much you need to pay when buying or selling even before you actually buy or sell. And then you will also know your break-even price. Okay, your break-even price. You will know that through that calculator. Alright, but that's it for Now Corporation. Let's check Pepsi. It closed today at 1.78. Support is near 1.6. Resistance is near 1.95. The 10 MACD is, finally, it's already bullish. MACD just crossed above the signal line today. And foreign fund is registered an insignificant amount of net foreign buying. Let's skip that. Risk level is already moderate. The dominant range is 1.72. Oh, unfortunately, it's still not completely bullish because the dominant range is still stronger towards the immediate support intraday high than the intraday low. The true market sentiment is also bearish. So if you have a position on PIP and your trailing stop is still intact, I suggest that you hold your position for now. Don't top up yet. I'm not saying you don't top up the entire day of Tuesday. Think my recommendation will change when data changes also. When data change. So you must take advantage of your access to our private clients forum. Don't take my recommendation today as my final recommendation until 2100. No, that's not what I am saying here. I am giving you my verdict as of the last sets of data that I am seeing, that I saw, that I analyzed as of closing today. Okay, so when I say I'm bullish today, I'm not saying I'm bullish until the next 10 centuries. No, 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 no. All right. I hope you already know that. Well, some newbie traders don't know that. They think I believe sometimes they think that what I say today is what I'm going to say 100 years from now. Okay. Anyway, so Pepsi, going back. If you don't have a position on PIP, I suggest that you wait for the momentum power indicator to become bullish. Okay? And then you calculate your reward risk ratio when that happens. If you don't know how to check the bearishness or bullishness of your momentum power indicator for any stock, then ask us in our private clients forum. We will tell you what we see. All right. Next, RRHI. It closed today at 78.2. Support is near 74.7. Resistance is near 81.8. The 10 MACD is bullish. Foreign fundies registered a significant amount of net foreign buying worth 46.4 million pesos. Risk level is low. So here, the dominant range is, it's the last price is lower than the VWAP and the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. Unfortunately, it's a bearish momentum power indicator for RRHI. The true market sentiment is bullish. So let's see if that bullish true market sentiment can push the momentum power indicator from a bearish to a bullish state on Tuesday. Okay? But if you have a position in RRHI and your trailing stop is still intact, it's better for you to just hold your position based on what I see on the DMI and ADX chart. RRHI is still inside the sideways movement here. It's still in a range, not yet in a trend. This is a range, not a trend. Okay? So hold your position. Don't uh, don't let your emotion push you, force you to top up, even though it's not yet toppable, if that's such a word. And if you're planning to enter a new position, just watch it. Wait, add it into your watch list, but don't add it into your portfolio yet. Okay? There's no confirmed buy signal yet for RRHI. At least as of Monday's end of day trading. Okay? Let me just put that into the right context so that none of you will think that what I say here, what I say today, will be the exact same sentiment or verdict that I will say 100 years from now. All right? Let's just make that very, very, very clear. Next, nickel. It closed today at 3.98. Support is near 3.7. Resistance is near 4.9. The 10 MACD is already bearish. Foreign fund is registered in net foreign selling worth 6.7 million pesos. Risk level is already high. Is it high? No, it's still moderate. It's still moderate, but the trend since September is in a downtrend. It's a downtrend. The momentum power indicator is already bearish. The true market sentiment is bearish. So the descent of the price is more than likely to continue as of today's trading. So if you have a position on nickel, it's best for you to adjust the percentage of risk applied in your trailing stop. We also have a trailing stop calculator. You should already know where to find it by now. Okay? Don't top up, don't average down. Please don't. There's nothing worthy to be averaged down on nickel. And if you're planning to enter a new position, please wake up. Okay? Wake up. You're just dreaming. If you think there's something worthy to be bought at this point on nickel, well, not at this time. Maybe a few days, weeks, or months from now. We will never know, and we will know once we get there. Okay? So we're not holding a crystal ball here. We're just analyzing the data that's in front of us. Okay? We're talking about probabilities, not certainties. Anyway, it's bearish. Avoid it for now. Next is DNL. DNL closed today at 8.4. Support is near 8.3. Resistance is near 9.5. Let me just take you right away on the next psychological support. It's quite deep actually. It's quite deep. The next psychological support is near, oh no, it's at near 5.2, which is in confluence with a 61.8% extension of the down Fibonacci. So it's still more than likely for nickel, no, not nickel, for DNL to, for DNL's descent in price to continue. So avoid DNL for now, please. Just watch it. Let's just watch it all together. But let's not buy it yet. You can see clearly on the trend of the chart since February. Not this year, but since 2017. Okay? Attention, since 2017, not 2019. It has been in a downtrend. It's a sleeping stock. Okay? So next, WLCON. By the way, did we complete the momentum power indicator for DNL? It's bearish. The true market sentiment is bullish. So let's see. Let's see if DNL will recover its position above 8.3. But apparently, based on my assessment, the downtrend is still more than likely to continue. Alright, next, WLCON. It closed today at 16.22. Support is near 15.10. Resistance is near 17.4. The 10 SMAC day is already bearish. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 8.5 million pesos. Risk level is low. The negative DMI already crossed above the positive DMI. So that's another point for the bears. And the momentum power indicator is also bearish. The true market sentiment is neutral, signifying the lack of appetite to push the price higher. Okay, so at this point, the descent is still more than likely to continue as well. WLCON is in a range. It's in a range since when? Since April this year. It's in a range. You can see it on the intertwining positive and negative DMI. When these two DMI lines don't seem to want to separate from each other, and if the ADX is below 25 points for more than 30 days, it means to say it's a confirmation of the range of the sideways movement of the stock, which is really the case on WLCON since February or March 2019. So don't enter a new position yet. And if you happen to have a position in WLCON because you violated our evergreen strategy again, hold your position, and I hope your trailing stop remains intact. And if you're not using a trailing stop, it's all the more that you're in danger. Please calculate your trailing stop. Okay? Calculate your trailing stop. I am bearish on WLCON at this point. Next, PPG. Looks like we're talking about PPG almost every single day. So PPG closed today at 10.10. Support is near 9.9 peso per share, which is in confluence with a 78.6% of the retracement of the up Fibonacci. Resistance is near 10.7. Foreign fund is registered a net foreign buying worth 918,000 pesos only, not million, just 1,000. The 10 SMACD remains bullish. Risk level is high. Newbie traders, FYI, it's a high-risk stock already. This is not for you anymore. Although the ascent in price is still strong as confirmed by the ADX and DMI chart, let's take a look at the momentum power indicator. By the way, it's already a bearish momentum power indicator because of that red candlestick. Okay? And the last price lower than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. The true market sentiment is neutral. It seems that PPG traders are already eavesdropping with each other. They also know that it's about to hit the historical resistance near 10.7, so they are being all the more careful now. They are trying to watch each other. They are eavesdropping with each other, trying to check if someone is willing to buy a significant amount of shares of PPG above or near 10.7. So if you happen to trade PPG since then, and if your trailing stop is still intact, hold your position. Don't average down or don't add more shares yet. And if you're planning to enter a new position, please wake up as well. Wait for a breakout. Wait for a breakout. Okay? Don't initiate your own risk. Don't be the risk. Don't. Sometimes, sometimes I'm already telling you the size of the risk that's already hunting you versus the risk that you are hunting. And sometimes maybe some of you still push through on the plan. When you do that, you are becoming the risk. Okay? And when you are the risk, it's all the more that it's difficult to guide you. Okay. Sometimes the risk is not the stock. It's the trader himself or herself. Okay. Now, next. Oh, there's no next. That's the last stock in today's video. And by the way, let me announce today that we have already launched the video-on-demand version of the Evergreen Strategy in Trading and Investing in the Philippine Stock Market seminar. So go to seminars. I've changed the page already. Read everything, please, from the very first letter to the very last punctuation mark. Every subscriber should be a reader, okay? We should learn and appreciate how to read because we give lengthy responses sometimes or most of the time. So read it from the very top to the bottom so that you will know what you will exactly know or learn when you avail of this VOD, video on demand version. Now OFWs and non-OFWs who cannot attend my seminars in person have no excuses anymore. It's already a level playing field for everyone now. There's no difference. What I say, what I teach in my in-person Evergreen Strategy seminars are the exact same things that you're going to learn in this VOD. But there's an advantage. There's an advantage and a disadvantage. What's the disadvantage first? Well, you don't see me in person. That's the only thing. And you can't ask questions live. Of course, it's a pre-recorded video. How can you ask live? Makes sense. And that's the only disadvantage. You don't see me in person. And it's not the advantages is that whenever I upgrade the strategy, whenever I patch something, you will have access to those updates. Whenever I update certain part of the video, you will still have access to those updates at no extra charge. There's also a pre-recorded video which you can replay as many times as you want. Whereas when you attend an in-person seminar, there's no replay. Of course, it's a live video, and there's no pre-recorded version of that seminar. Okay, in here you can replay the video as many times as you want. You can learn in your own pace, in your own time, in your own place. Okay, and since you're already a subscriber, you can ask questions after watching the video. You can ask questions inside our private clients forum under the which section? The psychology, strategies, and informational articles section. You can ask questions there. That's what that section is all about. That's what it's for. Okay? But again, read everything here first. Don't jump right away at the very bottom and check how much it will cost you. No, read everything first so that you will know why you're paying this much. Okay? Now, since you have access to this video and you are listening to this one, automatically you are entitled, you are privileged, not entitled, you are privileged to have a discounted price. So when you're members, you get 50% off. Okay, there you go. So again, my name is JC De Guzman. Always remember, stay evergreen, be evergreen. Have a profitable trading day and trading week ahead. Bye for now.